Hello, hello. Okay, so now I had to turn on the body bag as well. So now I can hear myself much better. Okay, welcome once again to the workshop. Today is Friday, and it is the first time I will use the workshop for its intended purpose. That is building miniature backdrops and miniature models for my figure photos. As you can see, I've changed the layout a bit. There was no intro, and there will be at some point, I guess. But I didn't have the time to come up with one. Okay, so I also have no new headphones. In addition to the headset, both is wireless, so I can remove the headset and still have the headset on. So the headphones are gone, but the headset stays on. And because this is wireless, the transmission is not instant, but I will keep it on. It's not that annoying. It's almost simultaneously. Okay, so today the first stream. There is no fancy overlay yet, as I said. I only have a chat and my cameras. I tried to get the stream ready from the 3D printer, because there is a way you can feed into OBS, and I guess it worked at first, but now I'm unable to, so I have to troubleshoot as well. Yeah, so for today I can only provide you with a recording of my screen from the TV. And yeah, I also changed the position of the cameras a bit. I tested this yesterday, and I think this is a okay-ish solution. So this camera right in front of me is set to tracking. So if I move around, it will follow me, yeah, through the workshop. So this is might be helpful. And then of course we have the ceiling camera that can be used to get a close-up of my working area here, of the bench. So let's try it out. I've set this up like this, okay, or like this, and yeah. So let's see. Okay. Well. So what are we doing today? I will start a new backdrop, a new figure backdrop. So when you joined the welcome stream at New Year's Eve, you've seen me unboxing this spectacular figure. Let's bring her up here. Set it to a presentation. So let's see. This is the Marine figure on her throne. And let me turn this a bit around. So it's a ceiling camera, it's not her best angle. But I will make a small diorama to have her featured in a picture. It will be a portrait, not a landscape. And basically what I want to do is just follow me to the whiteboard. Let's see. Okay, so I have my handy little whiteboard here, and I've printed out a picture. This is inside my church. Let me see. And I don't know if you can see this right, but let me see if I can come up with a sketch. So let's see. Okay. So I will grab a pen. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so the picture is like showing, I guess it's the Holy Mary with like Jesus and a bunch of other holy figures and a bunch of angels. And she's sitting on a sort of throne. And there are like stairs up here. So I will also include the stairs. This will be the base of the diorama. I guess it's a good size. I don't need much surrounding, so this will be enough. Doesn't have to be crazy. And let's lose this like this because it's portrait. So we will do the stairs. We will do the stairs like this. Stairs, stairs, stairs. Maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stairs. Enough, okay? And then we might feature a little podest with like ornaments and stuff. Okay, maybe her logo. I guess it's like this heart with an arrow through, when I recall it correctly. And then, of course, she sits on top of the thing. So this is the figure. I can't draw a figure. Maybe like this. Shoulders, body, then one leg, and another leg like this, arm, yeah, and holding the, yeah, like this. Do you even see this? I guess not. It's too overexposed. So, this is much better. This is much better. Okay. And then I will add some pillars in the back, like this. Okay. Because there are also pillars here, 2 pillars. And maybe I will have some like palm trees come in from the side. Maybe I use some real plants. And in the back there will be like a sky, like it's here. There is some sort of sky in here, and maybe some ships in the background, some pirate ships. Then maybe behind the throne I can do a flag like this, like with her logo, and on the other side maybe a cannon. Don't know how to draw a cannon. And yeah, maybe some treasure on the stairs. And I don't know if I should include those people on the stairs, like her fans, like other figures, male figures, like generic male figures, or maybe a skeleton. I don't know. So let me show this to you. Can you see it now? I guess. Would it have been better if I used a black? Let me draw this. Let me draw this again. Let me have a black pen here as well. This should be enough. So let's see. We will draw a black one. So okay. We had stairs, and now you can see it. Stair, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then a small platform with like ornaments and stuff, with her heart-shaped logo. Then the throne she sits on. Let me try to get this right. Man, I suck at drawing. Okay. Her throne. And in the background, 2 pillars, 2 Roman color pillars, with like those lines on it. So this is what I actually tried to build today, the pillars. And yeah, she sits on the throne with her hand to the side, one leg, second leg, then she has her hand up here. Okay, like this. Maybe the head, when we add the head, it might go well. So yeah, okay. And on the back, behind the throne, I can do a flag with her logo on it. And on the other side, maybe a cannon that peaks. How can someone draw a cannon? A pirate cannon of some sort. I don't know. So that the cannon peaks from behind the throne. So like this, you know, a cannon barrel. It's not that big, but you might get the idea. So what I try to do now is to, you know, set up camera. Hello. Okay. It's okay that the tracking is not that fast, but I will pin this up here. And let's see. So the first thing I want to know is I have this paper roll. This is from the inside of a shrinking foil roll. It's very solid, pretty hard. And I will now mark this on a few points, like here. Like do it 1, 2, 3, and 4. And it will be like this. So those are our two pillars. And then the figure will be a bit on an elevated position, of course, like this. Maybe even a bit higher, but I don't have any thing now. Maybe this is enough. Let's see. Figure will sit here on this elevated position. I also have to turn it a bit. Hopefully she won't fall down. So let's get this in the background. Okay. So like this. I will try to get her in focus. Okay, so like this. And the thing I do now is I check with my camera. I have my camera here as well. This is a 50mm lens, and I will now check if this is a good setup before I start. So if it's even in frame or also like this. Okay, let's see. I have to set this up to picture, not video, because it's always set to video with me, not to picture. And now I will just try how much of the diorama I can get in. I can get in the viewfinder. So if I photograph it as this, I can, yeah, might be okay. This has to be a bit more coming inwards. Okay. Let's see. Okay, now I can see it. And from an angle below, like so. Okay. And now I can see that the camera frame goes off somewhere here. So between the 3 and the 4. So since I want to add a few things from the 3D printer to this roll on the bottom and on the top to have it look like an actual pillar. I guess 3 is enough from a height perspective. So we'll cut this roll at the 3 mark. And yeah, that's the only reason because I brought the camera. But let me just take an actual picture so that I have a, you know, a behind the scenes thing. So like this. And yeah. Makes funny noises, the camera. But yeah. Okay, this looks good. Have to say, this looks good. We will keep this photo, but this was actually the only reason why I bought this. I brought this camera. I bought it for a few other things, but okay. So okay, she can go as well to a secure place, like here, not to damage her or to get too much dust on her. So let's see. Okay, how's the stream here doing on YouTube? Because you can watch it on YouTube as well. Let's see what's going on. Okay, fine. Okay, so this is the thing I used for her height. Good to know. And like I said, I can now cut this at the 3 mark. So I actually have my bandsaw, and let's cut it, shall we? Doesn't work like this. So, okay. Let me mitigate the dust. This is also something I wanted to prepare, the vacuum, but now I guess you have to deal with this. There is needs an extension that goes here. Okay, this was the body bag. Okay, so now this works. Let me just put on my body bag. Okay, so both at once, I guess, and turn on the vacuum. Might be a bit loud. Let's hear this. How loud it will. Oh yeah. So we cut this, so now it's a bit shorter. And now I will measure the diameter. Let me see. Also, I don't know how much of those, many of those tools are named in English. So in German, this is a Schublehre. So this is like almost 60 millimeter. But then again, we will add a structure to it. And once we add the structure, yeah, it might be a bit thicker. And for the structure, excuse me for a moment, I have to grab material from next door. Maybe you can still hear me, but it might be a bit. Okay, so this is a cardboard box I grabbed from my company. And let me see if this is now, it's almost, okay. Well, I have to chop it a bit, I have to stitch it together, but doesn't matter. So I will use one side of the cardboard and cut this in a straight line. Where is my ruler? Some knife. Okay. Let's see. We just need a almost. Damn, that's a big knife. Big knife. No, that's not a good one. I need another one. Ah, much better. Tiny knife. Camera, come. Come with me. Come with me. Yeah, that's good. So, okay. Let's cut this. Straight line. Make it a bit more wieldy. And now I have to measure from both sides, like the maximum height I can go. 35 centimeter. Cut this as well. So actually I've never done this streaming while building. I mean, this is a total another step than building plastic models on camera, because here I have to actually have to think and move and do stuff other than just sitting there and, you know, build a plastic kit from instructions. So that's to say, there is much that can go wrong here. So if something breaks, might be entertaining to watch. Maybe I curse a bit if something goes terrible wrong. And maybe I will hurt myself, not intentionally, but unintentionally. But as you can see, I'm not big on safety equipment. Okay. So now I have a nice board of cardboard. But as you can see, the it's a bit too narrow. Should I cut this? I mean, I guess it would look nicer if I cut this again. Then I have to add a bit. I mean, no. I will figure it out. So now what I'm trying to do is to get to the inner part of the cardboard, because I need this structure. So the outside is I'm not interested in the outside. So let's peel this off a bit and try not to damage the inside. Yes? Okay. You can already see the wave-shaped cardboard in here. And I figured out to remove the outside. I just have to peel off the start of it, like this. Doesn't matter if it didn't come off clean. Actually, let me check. I have this as a pop-up. Okay. So also those streams might be a bit on the quiet side, because when I build stuff, I tend to get into a zone and concentrate solely on the build. So now I have a point of attack, and now I have a special tool. It is the cap of a ballpoint pen, famous big ballpoint pen. And now what I'm do is I rip into this like so. Riveting stuff, I know. Oh. Don't know where I went there, but let's see. Okay. And once we have those lines, we can now use the other side of the tool and peel it almost like a potato. There is a bit of tape, so I have to be a bit more cautious. But as you can see, that's pretty good. I have to clean it a bit, but I was surprised how efficient this technique is. Huh? And how much of the nice structure does remain. I'm sure there are other ways to do this, but I don't know how to get rid of the first layer without destroying what's underneath. I know that you can buy cardboard shaped like those waves for crafting, but usually they have a bit more narrow wave pattern, so it might not look right for the scale. Okay, so I have to, once again, I can cut this as well. Maybe I will cut it That's not good. Not good. Let's see. I have to stand. Everything goes better when you stand. Having some nice ASMR here with the ripping through paper. So this cap of a ballpoint pen is the perfect tool to do this. But if you don't have this exact ballpoint pen that is on the market for like 100 years now, maybe you can use a screwdriver. And now I have to be careful here with the tape. Maybe I don't need it anyway. Okay, so on with the... there is an oopsie I did, I guess. But let's see how much of this we actually see on the pillar. So hopefully within the next 2 or 3 streams I can have a bit nicer presentation with some overlays and some sounds and end card and break screen, like I did with the Gampler streams. I mean, in general, I will try to schedule one day in the week where I learn about streaming, like building overlays and implementing stuff. This week, for example, and you can see this next Monday in the build stream for the Gampler, I've added like a dev count, because some streamers that stream video games have a dev count, and I will use this count, so I can, with a press of a button, I can manually count up how many times a part, or a tool for that matter, will hit the floor. And of course there has to be a penalty as well, otherwise it wouldn't be fun or I wouldn't care much. So each time something drops on the floor, there will be a little gremlin noise from a Japanese yokai. And also by the end of each stream I will might rate someone, and within rate I will just donate the amount of bits to the streamer. Don't know if the count will be 1-to-1, so one part hitting the floor 1 bit, or if it's like 10 bits, but something like this. A fun penalty for dropping stuff on the floor. Because first of all, it's always annoying. Second of all, it might get damaged. And third, yeah, it's a trope that things drop onto the floor and people don't find them anymore, especially some smaller parts of those Gunpla models. Okay, so almost done, at least with this first sheet. I have to do a second one as well. And then another one, because it doesn't reach all the way to the top. But the thing I'm interested now is how thick the pillar will be when I add this as a texture. Because when I have this measurement, I can fire up the 3D printer and print the upper and lower part of the pillar. Because of course I could build them, but why should I? Now that I have all those fancy tools, I will use them. And yes, it might not be as impressive, because old AD would have built this from scratch with like chicken wire and bubblegum. But the new AD will just download a 3D model, print it, maybe adapt it a bit, and then add it to the pillar. Okay. So that's not so bad. See? It has a bit of a structure. And if we wrap this around the pillar, like this. Yeah, this looks nice. This looks very nice. So where is the damaged part? Here is a damaged part, and here. So how much do I need? How much do I actually need? I guess like this. Okay. So let's have this cut. Just add a bit of a margin of safety. Okay. Yes. And now I have to get the measurements once more. The outer part. Just like this. So it's, yeah, 69 millimeters. Now let's make this 70 millimeter. Let's see. Okay. Yeah. Okay. 70 millimeters should be fine. Okay. I might have to clean this a bit afterwards. Maybe I will do this on the once the pillar is applied. Okay, so I will now set you to the, let me take the keyboard with me, and let's see how to prepare this. Let's see, I have downloaded this already. Let's see. Okay, so we have a pillar column top. Let's see if this is the correct thing. Okay, this is this. And I have with column no top. Okay, this is this. Okay, so basically I just need just the top and the bottom, so I can delete this. Let's see. And here we have our pillar, and we just need the top and the bottom, and we will measure it from, like, let me see. We need to measure it, measure it. Let's see, and we come from here, I guess, to here. Okay, so we change the distance. Can I change the distance in here? How do I change it? There was a way to edit to scale. Okay. So 70 millimeters. Yes. This looks okay. I guess, I hope that it's okay. And then I have to cut it, because I only need the bottom part. So let's see what is cutting here. Cut. Okay. And we drag this down. I said drag it down, not up. Height. Bring it all the way down. It's a bit annoying with this window, not gonna lie. Just bring it all the way down here. Okay, let's see if we can bring this down even further. Okay, so like this, and keep the orientation. Okay, perform cut. Yeah, not so bad. Don't know what this arrow means, but I will delete this part, or move it from the plate and disable it. So like this. And now we have this part. Maybe I cut it once again, because I don't like those thingies here. Let me cut this again. Bring it all the way up here. Yeah, much better. Delete. No. Just this. Delete this. Yes. Okay. So we measure it once again, because measure twice, print once. From here to here. Says it's even a bit larger. Let's bring it down a bit to, once again, 70. Yes. So it will save a bit on filament. And let's slice this. Let's see how long it will take. 2 hours and 20 minutes. Actually, it could be good. Needs, okay, 15 meters. Might be still in the printer. So I print a plate. Yes, white filament, quite good. Well then, let's send it and let's hope for the best. So the printer will now start. By the way, I just forgot that I have my tea on brewing, so this will be very, very overbrewed by now. There was a noise. Okay, let's throw this away and pour in some tea to stay hydrated. So the printer is already doing its thing. So now that it's running, maybe I can try if the feed is going, but I wouldn't be surprised if it doesn't go. Let's see. No. Or let's see if I can play it here. Okay, now it's loading. So this is still the feed from my video. No, nothing here. So I guess this has to be fine. Let me check the feeds. Okay. So that's fine. This is fine. This is fine. Restream stopped working a bit. Let me view this on YouTube as well. Okay. I guess we are still running. Okay. So now I will glue this to the pillar. So first let me take a sip of tea. Had some good tea. It's one of the Christmas teas because I have to drink them because it isn't Christmas anymore. And yeah. So now we have to glue this to the pillar. So let me show this to you. Printer is doing its thing, not very interesting. We are going to the bench instead. Much more interesting. Get some glue on here. Then maybe I can use a toilet paper to distribute it more evenly. Okay. Very nice. And now to glue this on the pillar. seam, of course, needs some extra glue to stay down. Stay down! Then, of course, it shouldn't be too much of a hassle. Have it a bit more round here. But honestly, not so bad, not so bad. Bit more glue into here, so it stays down. Of course, the pattern is not perfect, but still, it's an old pillar, so it might have some damaged sections. And also, this is not the final structure. I will cover this with structure paste, and yeah, then of course paint it. Okay. And hopefully the print has a good size. Because 70, I used 70 millimeters. Let's see. Yeah, this should be enough. This should be enough to cover the whole thing. I'll just use a bit more of glue. What's this noise? I have a bit of a feedback in the line. Maybe I will bring up the sound a bit. Okay, that's fine. Let's see. And of course it only has to look nice from one side. The back side is kind of pointless. That's the nice thing about figure photography. Unlike a real diorama, which has to stand the test of real life, a photo has only be nice from the front. So you don't see all the back parts. But yeah, that's a good pillar. So now for the top part. I can't use this, can I? No. Damn it. That was so clear, so clear. Well, then I have to cut a new one. Because it was fun once, we will do it again. Yeah. God damn it. But I like to use free materials because they are free. And it also lets you try things. Because if the materials are expensive, you might regret not trying more things. So as for the streaming duration, the streaming length, I usually set those streams like to 3 hours, but unlike the plastic model streams where I have to go to work on Tuesday, Friday is like open-end, so maybe I stream a bit longer. But then, of course, normally with such builds, you hit a normal, a natural stop point when a thing has to dry, like glue or paint. And yeah, so this usually determines the end of a session. But other than that, I might go for longer. Because I doesn't care if people are watching or not, because the work I do now is the work I had to do anyway. But if I wouldn't stream this, I would just sit here with my smartphone and have a YouTube video playing in the back and listen to the YouTube video. By the way, the headphones are great. I bought a proper Corsair headphones. Not the most expensive line, but still a bit on the pricier side. But I like their build quality and also the sound. And they're okay-ish when it comes to being comfortable. Because the headset is fine, like most of them are. But since I'm wearing this extra headset, like this, it presses against the straps. It's like almost like wearing glasses. And yeah, then it... what was this? Some things fell on the floor. But I don't have implemented my counter yet, and also I will not have them implemented on this crafting streams, because things can go wrong here all the time. Okay, measure it. .35 centimeters. Does get on my nerve that I can't do this at once, that I have to produce it like 2 parts, stitch it together. But yeah, that's how it is. That's how it is. But I also didn't want to cut it any shorter, because you can never know, never know. So of course, once I have everything set up, all the nice graphics and pause screen, end screen, start screen, I will promote this kind of stream more extensively, because I think the Gunpla stream overlay does look nice, but then again I worked almost 2 weeks to have them done. So yeah, so obviously I didn't have the time to create a proper overlay, and it also has to be like themed, workshop themed, but not Gunpla themed. I mean, it's easy. It was easy to come up with the Gunpla theme, but for the workshop it has to be a bit more generic, I guess. and maybe also link to the More University brand. And yeah. So once again I have to find a point of attack where I can use my highly advanced ballpoint cap. I can look that the 3D printer has already laid down the first layer. So maybe we can take a sneak peek here. I guess it's now scanning the first layer, or is it already printing? Nevertheless, filament should be enough. I hope so. But yeah, I guess with this 3D printing it is not as impressive anymore. But then again, most of my builds, as soon as they are finished, I always think, how did I even do this? If you say to me, build this shipping container once again that I did for the Little Armory Figmas, I will be hard pressed to do it again. Almost fell. Maybe I will use the chair, because this is very unstable. So you might see me fall on my ass. For this I have to stand up, regardless. Come on. The nice sound is back. Oh, oops, oh. I guess I messed up here. Oh. Hopefully I can cover this up. Oh. Ooh. What's underneath? Ooh. Guess I destroyed part of the structure. Okay. So now let's see. Not gonna lie, this is strangely satisfying to peel off this top layer. Thought this would be annoying, but actually it's kinda relaxing. It's like peeling those, what is it called in English? A pomegranate? The Granatapfel, with all the small seeds inside. I mean, they don't even taste that good, but the color is nice, and also peeling it and removing the seeds is a very nice meditative task. Okay, I guess I really messed up here, because I did damage the structure here quite a bit. Some parts are a bit harder to remove. And I guess it depends on the cardboard type as well, how far this is glued. Yeah, oh well. Maybe I use, you know, this as the second part for the first column, because then I don't need as much undamaged structure. Can simply work around. Printer is going crazy. Make some intense printing noises. I'm curious why the feed did work once and then it stopped and didn't come back on. Maybe I have to watch this YouTube video, because the YouTube video said, oh, you can just simply write it here on the official Bambu Labs source, but then again it's a bit tricky. And I tried it first time, it worked, but now it doesn't. I guess it has maybe it has something to do with the firewall settings, because I had the same problem with the NDI cameras as well. So the feed was okay, but my firewall didn't let the network video through, so I had to change the settings of, I guess it was OBS, and maybe I have to do this here as well. This part here is glued together very well. It's a bit harder to get rid of it. Oh shit. Yeah, no, that's not good. That's not good, that's not good. So I guess from here to here that's a loss. Let me see how much of this I don't need. Basically I need it just from here. Okay. From here to here. Hopefully this goes a bit better. So you may be wondering, how long will it take to complete this? Like from now until I can shoot the picture. Honestly, I don't know. When I did some of my bigger crafting projects, I always estimated the time that it took. Now that I stream it, I have it like on record, but then again, I will not stream every step of every build. So, for example, if I have time on the weekend now, and there is no scheduled stream, then I might work on this in private. I mean, maybe I do an extra stream, but let's be honest, working and streaming is a bit more effort than just crafting by itself. So there won't be many extra streams, I guess. Especially if there is no real demand to do so. But now that I have the setup, I will need the experience and Like I said, doesn't really matter if the camera is running or not. It just needs a bit more preparation to prepare the PC and the audio and stuff. But see, it's so annoying because when I started streaming today, I knew that I will just jump right into it without any starting screen or without any countdown. And I always prepare like almost 1 hour before each stream. But now I had to try so many things, and I wanted to get this 3D print camera ready, and I totally lost track of time. And then I forgot to set up my body pack, just switch it to on. And so there was no sound. And I was wondering why I don't hear myself. But I thought maybe it's because it's the new headphones and they aren't working properly. But no, it was just not activating the body pack. So those small little mistakes occur easier than one might think. It's always kind of funny when you watch like videos, live videos, and or just plain like conversations, like in Teams or Discord, and somebody's microphone isn't working, and you always think, "Oh, what an idiot! He can't turn on his microphone," and so annoying. But yeah, as you can see, this happens very, very frequent. Even some people I watch who stream like daily, sometimes they forget to activate the microphone, or the camera is out of focus. And so yeah. Okay. So this here is not good, but this part is. And I think I will just use this small section here for the first pillar. Okay. Is this okay? Basically. How tall has this to be? Let's see. Okay. 4 centimeter. 4 centimeter. Okay. 4 centimeter from the top. That would put it like here. And 4 centimeters here. Would put it like here. What's the printer doing? Let me see the print. Oh, it does its thing. Okay, very well. So let's cut this using the big iron rectangle. Or is it like an... Also, I don't know what the name of this is in English. Maybe I have to come up with some like AI translating assistant in the background, so that I can ask, hey, like Gemini, what is this called in English? And it will answer. Because you always think you have quite the vocabulary, but when you are confronted with a new field, you realize how little you actually know. Yeah, that's good. That's good. That's good. I just have to get the spaces right, and then again have to see where to cut it. Okay, let's see. I guess here I can cut it. Okay. Of course, I have to use the same. This is a bit narrow, but I can stretch it out. No biggie, no biggie. Okay, glue. Glue this onto here. Also here. Can you see it? Oh, no, you can't. So use much of the glue. Cover it all with glue. Sticky glue. And then I have to wrap this around and try to have the pattern matched, especially in the front. Backside, not as important, but still. Press it together. And yeah, one pillar coming right up. Okay, one go. So basically I have to do this like 2 more times. I mean, this I can use for the second part on the second pillar, but one nice sheet, I still need one nice sheet. So let's see. Can I use this? No, I use this where there is no like tape. God damn it. Okay. Making a straight cut. Nice straight cut. Actually, I can use this font to have it straight. Very helpful, very helpful. Again, we measure. So now you see why I bought cameras that can track me, because otherwise I would constantly have to adjust the camera, and that would not be fun. mean, with the build stream this is possible, because I just sit there and build and have the monitor in front of me. But now in the workshop, I have to concentrate more on the actual task on hand, and not just on my setup. So of course I could print those middle parts as well. You've seen it in the 3D file. But then of course this would take a very, very long time. And also much material, precious filament. And unlike the carton I stole from my workplace, of course I didn't steal it, but you know, I have to pay for the filament. And yeah, so better to use cheaper materials. And also, once the photo is done, I will destroy this set and move on. By the way, destroying this set, I might create a TikTok account, and now that I film all of this, like the workbench, I will cut this together to a short video where I build it from scratch, like a time lapse, do the photo also in a time lapse, and destroy the set, just to get a bit of rage bait clicks. Because believe it or not, there are very controversial opinions when it comes to destroying your own creations. Yeah. So, okay, how's the stream doing? Fine, I guess. Yeah, it still goes. Okay. Let me see. Okay. Does tell me a few things, but yeah, why not? Let us see what is the printer doing. It does create some illustrious patterns. I'm curious how this will look in the end. Okay, let's see. Okay, yeah, third time is the charm. Let's do the last peeling of the carton and then glue it to the pillar, and then we will use this finished pillar and add some structure paste to it to get rid of those small imperfections. Let's go. Okay, let me see. Is this better or this? Let me try this side. Does this look different? I don't know. I think this looks different. Huh. I guess it really does. Okay, let's use the other side. Let's do the other side. Because believe it or not, actually both sides look a bit different. Oh, that's nice. The structure of those waves. Here it's a bit more spread out, and here it's a bit more evenly and a bit more roundly. And I like this side more. Does remind me a bit more of a Roman pillar structure. You might have seen it on the print. I opted for like a very minimalistic design. There were also some files with like this heavy ornament tops of the pillar. But then again, I might have to attach a ceiling to it. And so I opted for something a bit more restrained. I really don't have to peel off that much. Just need the edge of it, where I can use my little cap. So isn't it crazy that this workshop is now basically ready since last year at this time of year, and I just used it like maybe twice to build figure props. I mean, I used it a ton last year for like the More University logo on my showcase. This almost took like 3 months. But other than that, not much workshop time. But now that I can stream from here, I might spend more time here. Also, it's a bit chilly. I mean, now that I'm working here and tons of technical equipment is running and also the light is turned on, the temperature starts to come up again. But if no one is here, it gets quite chilly. And might have something to do with the outside temperature, because it's very cold outside. At the moment we have like permafrost, which means that the highest temperature of the day is still below 0 degrees Celsius. And last night we had some snowfall. So now it feels and looks like winter. And maybe tonight it will snow a bit more. So tomorrow, the first thing I do after waking up will be that I film a small sketch for the intro of my Anya and Bond figure review. Because I want to film like when I wake up and I take a look outside the window and see all the snow and get very excited and grab my camera and my figure, move downstairs, grab my clothes, my jacket, my like hat and stuff like that, my scarf. And once I take a step outside, you will see me coming through the entrance and all the snow will be gone. Of course, this is a old editing trick. I have to wait until the snow has melted, and then I will continue the sketch, and so it will look like the snow has gone away in the time from the bedroom to the outside. So funny. Because normally it is like this here. It snows sometimes, most of the time at night, so that you wake up to a almost winter wonderland. But as soon as you are getting into the day, like noon or afternoon, the snow is already gone. So you can't really do much with it, like winter sport or photos, enjoy it, build a snowman, because most of the time I have to work, and even if it's like weekend, you might oversleep the snow, and then you get it out, and everything that is left is Dreck, like those mud, snow mud. And since they also use salt or like salt-based chemicals to clean the streets, it gets ugly pretty fast. I also have to check if there is a dedicated channel to host streams like this, because technically speaking, this is not miniature making or painting. So maybe there is like an arts and craft channel where people might be interested in. But then again, oh, this was nice. I'm not much of a like behind the scenes or making of guy. I always have to force myself to take photos of progress and things that are not done yet. Most of the time I sit down, I build something, and then it's complete, and I think, oh, even if I want to show how it was done, I can't. I mean, I can describe it. I've done this a few times with articles on my figure collection, but then again, you know, those are written words, and I'm always fascinating that people actually read them. So this sheet is now much cleaner than the last one, at least till now. But I guess at some point I will mess it up. Also, my mother's birthday is coming up in the end of January, and I don't know what to gift her. I mean, I have an idea, but this one won't be as popular in my family because it can, you know, it requires to go some places and spend money. So not a popular option within my family. Then there are a few items I could buy for her. And also I thought, why not print a few doll-sized items, like she's also into baking. So maybe, because she has a smart doll as well, maybe I will print her some cooking utensils, baking utensils in the smart doll size. But then again, since 3D printing takes quite some time, I might have to look into this very soon as a little side project. Also, it creates quite a mess. So this is why I'm so glad that I have the workshop now. Because up to this point, when I still lived in Vienna, I did all of this at my work desk. So like the place where the PC was, my editing rig, and I edited my videos there, I ate, I did my home office, and also I crafted. So, and this is one of the more like clean steps to work on. You can imagine once there is paint involved or glue or like clay. Oh, we will work with clay later on. Yeah, it's quite a mess. And now I have a workshop where I can separate my crafting from my other hobbies. Of course, I still have to keep it clean, or at least I want to keep it clean. Not only like clean, but also like tidy. So that first of all it looks nice on camera. And second, it's better. If it's not like dusty and dirty. But it also requires a bit of work. So when I end my streams, for example, I have to clean for like half an hour. Aftercare. So finally, everything is peeled off, at least the major parts. Still some small bits. I don't know why I clean this as vigorous as I do, because I don't really need all those parts. So let's see. Okay. Let's see. This one is a bit much. So I also have to sell my earbuds now that I bought for those workshop streams, because they were unwearable. They'd fall out my head constantly. But now I can listen to my voice and to my music and can react if something is wrong. Like for example at the start of the stream, when there was no audio. And I thought, that's strange. Why is there no audio? Okay, let's see. Once again, I have to check how much material I need. Like, for example, until here. Okay. Let's cut this. It's a bit much. It's a bit much. Basically, I can just cut this in half. Okay. It's not as clean, but oh well, doesn't really matter. Okay, so let's apply the glue. Maybe I will apply the glue onto this sheet. How's that for a change? Guess that's the better way to do it. Yeah. Get some glue onto here. Yes. Yes. Very nice. Okay. Something fell on the floor. But there is no counter. Not here, not here. But on Monday, the counter will start. The part hit the ground counter. I'll try to add a few clamps. Here I need a bigger one, or yes. Bigger clamp. Let me see. Here. The cool part is that after 1 year, I now know where everything is in the workshop. So, don't have to search the things that much anymore. Come on. Let me remove those bits. So, when everything is glued, before I apply the structure paste, what's with the printer? Interesting. The printer went into pause, like the screen. Temporarily closed because there is no more operation for a long time. Oh, come on. Don't be like this. Let me see what you're doing. Let us see what you're doing. Here it is like this. Ooh. It's a bit like low res. Has a bit of a polygon structure to it. Let me check it. Let me check. It's okay. It's okay. Okay. I mean, I have to sand it eventually, so doesn't really matter. But yeah, once is this so once this is glued, I will add a bit of clay here, so that those ridges are, you know, taper out, like on a pillar, on a Roman pillar. So hopefully this goes well. Another thing hit the ground, but doesn't count. Okay, let's see if this is still 4 centimeters. No, it's a bit less. 3.5 centimeters. Well, it's okay. Let's see. Once again, heavy printer noises. Okay, 3.5 is here. Let's cut this. Maybe I'll use this. Maybe I use this to have it a bit. Also a very cool sound effect. I guess I have to use a scissor instead of a knife. Better to use a scissor. Yeah, much better. Camera is still following me, that's cool. Yeah. Nicely done. Okay, once again I have to align this and see where to cut it. Basically here. Okay, I will cut it once again with the scissor, because otherwise it will just rip into it. Yeah, can even cut it a bit more. One section. Yes, that's good. That is good. That is good. Okay. I mean, I can even cut it a bit more. Okay, so now add the glue. Also down here. And maybe also like this. Because it stands a bit off. Okay. And once again I try to have it aligned with the bigger part as good as one can do. And hopefully with the paint and the structure paste you won't see it anymore, that it's like 2 parts instead of 1. Okay. Yeah. 2 pillars. Nice. So now for the clay. But first of all, I have to clean up a bit. sip of tea. Get my waste paper basket that is always full because nobody empties it. Okay, the bigger parts I can still, maybe I can still use, but the smaller parts I will just throw out. Because like I said, it's not that it cost me anything, so I can be wasteful. This graphic wasn't very well either. So this is the base. So maybe I will just show you the printer and not me cleaning stuff. But I gotta say, the setup is working better than I thought. Here in the basement, the OBS is also more stable. I really have to try to stream again upstairs in the studio, but I won't have much time to do this, so... Okay, so now the workbench is clean again, at least a bit. And I can now start with the clay. There was a placemate somewhere. I guess it's next door. Okay. For the clay, I bought Das Clay modeling clay, made in Italy since 1963. Italian clay, it's like Italian pasta. Okay, let me see. Where is my cursor? Why is the cursor not here? Okay, so what I want to do now is to add a bit of clay on the edges to taper out the waves. I don't know how we'll do this, honestly. Just open this. And then I might get some water from next door. And also some tools. Where are my modeling tools for clay? I don't know. Here it is. Here it is. But there was a stilt somewhere. Here it is. Yes, yes. Oh, those one are nice as well. Those one are nice as well. I guess I need them. And then I need this. The glass dildo. And we will just roll up a bit of clay. And have to press it into those ridges. Does this work? Does this work? I mean, I guess. Let's try this. Let's roll it a bit. Or do I just use small bits of it, like this? Don't have it stuck in there. I don't know how this works. And then with this tool, let me show you. Come a bit closer. I will just make it like this. I mean, I guess. Okay. Okay. So basically what I need is a long stripe that I can get across the whole pillar. And then I can just remove the excess parts. Get this flat. Okay, like this. And then I have this one tool. Let me see. I guess it's in here. Yes. To cut it. Okay, like this. And like this. Now have to wrap this around. It's not quite there yet, but it might work. Have to press this in a bit. Make it longer. Well, the idea is to have it stuck in there. To taper out those honestly, not too bad. This could work. This could work. I mean, it's not big enough, but I can work with that. I can work with that. Let me just make a bigger one. Use more clay. It's almost like Christmas cookie baking. So I think this is enough to cover the whole pillar, at least the middle part. I get it nice and flat. Okay. Maybe some bigger cutting tool. Oh no, oh no, oh, nah, shit. Yes, this is good, this is good, this is quite good. And also not as much height. Maybe like this is enough. Once again, tries to interfere. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, now let's try this wrapped around. I mean, those parts are still a bit choppy, thick parts. Let's see if this can be wrapped around. Yeah. Goes all the way up here. So I guess now I have to glue this. I have to glue this. So that it won't fall off constantly. And again, apply it to the pillar. Okay. And now we have to model it. Let me just make a, yeah, like something like this. Can you see it? No, you can't see. Up, up, okay. And now water and this tool. Let's press it in. really want to. Yeah, okay, that's better. I can work with this. So maybe I have to use the cutting tool as well to get rid of some excess material up here. This would been a bit, but it doesn't count because it's not the plastic model build stream. Not so bad. And immediately I start wondering if I should cover the whole pillar with clay. Might this be a good idea? But I guess no. Because then I would have to start a bit other, different. Okay, let me get this in here. Yes, that's good. Oh, someone's in the chat. Oh, Sola is here. Oh, let me switch to the other workplace so I can read the chat. Let's see. Uh-huh. Yeah. So hello there, Solo. As you can see, I try to model a pillar for my next figure photo. So this is just the and over is here as well. I see. Interesting. Yes. But it will take a long time until this can be destroyed. The theme is for my Marin figure, the one I unboxed at the New Year's stream. So it's like the pirate queen, and she will sit on her throne in a little throne room. And yeah, this is what I'm doing. I can show you the concept I've sketched out at the beginning of the stream with my very masterful created artwork. Let me see. I just have to finish this first. There's so much excess. God. So I can smear it in here. Does this look okay or better than before? Don't know, don't know. It's a bit thick on this side, so. But then again, it's the back side, so it doesn't really matter as much. It only has to look good from one angle. And I guess this is the angle. Okay. So, okay. Let's take a look on the drawing board. The clay in here. Okay, so I don't know if the camera can see it, but let me just. Oh God, the clay fingers. Let me search it. Let me look it up so that I can show it to you. Okay, this is the figure. Okay. So this is the figure that we unboxed at the last studio stream. And then I had this idea to make it like this. Where is my picture? Okay. Once is enough. Okay. Doesn't really matter. Grab it. Okay, let me get to the monitor so I can see it. Okay. This is a picture in a church nearby, and I can zoom in a bit. And yeah, basically I will replace the Maria figure and the Jesus, I guess, with the figure. And we have like stairs here. I will make them as well with clay. And then we have this red velvet carpet. Then she will be on a little podest with her throne. And in the backs we can see the pillars here. So there will be 2 pillars on each side. And maybe I'll add a flag behind her and some cannon. And in the back there is, I guess this is sky. And maybe I will add a natural sky or some picture on a television with some pirate ships in the background. And yeah, right now I'm doing the pillars. The printer is printing the base of the pillar. And I have also sketched this up real quick. Let me show this to you. So I have the photo here, and yeah, like this. Beautiful, isn't it? So the figure, the throne, the 2 pillars, the flag, the cannon, the base, the stairs. It's everything. Everything is in here. Just use your imagination. Yeah. Masts with roll-up sails. That's exactly what I'm going for. Yeah. And I guess this is the size that the set will have with the columns, you know, it's okay. Like this. And yeah. I will just bring out those drainage a bit more. See. Yeah. So now I'm curious what's happened if I cover this with structure paste, because I think clay will be too much, but structure paste might do the trick. But I will use a clay on the bottom as well. Let's go over here. Das Clay. Das Clay. Once again, I have to, estimate how long this has to be. it's rolled out enough. Okay. Let's see. 1 centimeter should be enough. Okay. Glue this on there. Die Kleidie, das Leim, Junge. Aha. Where's the back side? Here it is. This is a bit too long. Come on. Yes. Very nice. So again, can I bring them? No, I can bring myself over here, but not the monitor. Yes, it's I don't know what this is. I guess it's a Fugenleim. It was like left over from the floor, from the wooden floor in the living room. But I refilled it already, so it's almost like a curve of glue. But yeah, I only use white wood glue for my builds because usually it's enough. Everything is so small. So. But I'm also very excited to get back into building things. Can just edit all the time. Ooh, this is also nice. This ball band cap, very useful today. Very useful. Very useful. Yeah, it was. I only built 2 sets last year because most of the time was spent here with the studio logo and the creation of it, but yeah. The other one was just a quick side build, a football field for last year's Super Bowl. So actually it's almost a year in the past by now. But I had this figure with the pom-poms for quite some time, and I always wanted to make a sports-based photo, but never could bring myself to it, so I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. So, but now I'm curious how the structure paste will look. So let's add some. Just yum, 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 yum. Let's save this for later. Pasty. Very pasty, pasty. Do you have a specific set in mind that you really want to build but just never got to it? I guess a ton. Let me think about it. While I search for a old brush, big brush, old brush. I mean, there were a few sets I wanted to build, but I never did because it was too ambitious, I think. Like the one with Chryso from Steins;Gate. Yeah, the following camera is awesome. Where I did like the apartment room of them, like the science lab. Originally, I wanted to build the satellite, the destroyed satellite, on this building from the series, and I did a cardboard model of the satellite, and realized that with my primitive tools back then, I won't be able to really build this, so I scrapped it. The model is still around. It's in a box in my company. But yeah, maybe sometime I will do it for another Steins;Gate figure. Because let's be honest, there will be another one at some point. So basically I'm now adding structure paste to it so that it will look a little bit more like stone. Yeah, it's not easy to do because you still have to think about certain solutions. And like I said, of course I can now like print stuff and laser stuff, but then again, it's not as impressive anymore as if you build it from scratch with like very simple tools and simple materials. Maybe I can turn it the other way, so there will be a progress visible. Get it all nice in those drains. Is this canalage called? I don't know. I looked it up, so there are like specific name to all the pillar parts. And I guess they did it so that the water can run down. So they weren't just bored and cut those riffle shapes in the stone. I guess it had a purpose. I guess it had a purpose. Yeah, sometimes you do learn a thing or two when you get your references. Because most of the time I look at like real life pictures and like blueprints, and then I think, okay, how can I build this in a smaller scale? What materials to use? And also what are the not only the best material, but also the one that is available, that is cheap, that can be worked with. I mean, of course, it would be awesome to have this from marble, but then again, how would someone like me carve this out of marble? Would be silly. Would be cool, but would be silly. Also, things tend to look nicer when they are in one color, so it's very satisfying when it all comes together. When it's not a mixture of different materials anymore. Let's see. Can I? Oh yeah. So, how was your week? Since now it's Friday, week's basically over. Did you had a nice first working week after the holidays? Oh, again. Wasn't it like super cold outside? Ooh. Yeah. 'Cause, 'cause, 'cause. 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 ' I guess next time I will do as well. I can train here. What's this? I don't know. Guess it's too much. There was real snow at the park. Ah. I mean, I'm sure that's a sight to be seen. Huh. Honestly, not sure if I really want to do this. But let's continue. The thing is that this destroys the riffles quite a bit. Oh yeah, the Chinese roofs. You know what? Scratch this. Not a good idea. We will start with another one. Yeah. So, okay. Not a good idea. Thankfully, I have a second one. What is the print doing? Oh, yeah, okay. It's almost at 92%, so maybe this will save it. Can't even drink. Okay, so now I have to do this all over again. Like cutting and wrapping, but can't be helped. So let's cut this. good thing I saved at least this bit, so I only have to do one again. So where is the cardboard? Where is the cardboard? Is this the cardboard? Yes. I can use this. Can I? Can I use it? Nah. Let's use this one. Yes. Better. Better, better. Also, some would think the more often you do one step, the better it gets. But unfortunately, this isn't always the case. Sometimes it gets worse. Okay. This side. This side is up. Okay. Like there was this one time where I built a small amp, like for a guitar, for an electric guitar, for the Shino figure. I did like pink boxes, speakers, so to say, loudspeakers, and a pink amp as well, covered in Fox leather. And the first try looked okay, almost good. And I thought, hey, when I do this like 1 or 2 times again, I will improve, and it never looked that good again. It's a bit strange, but yeah. Let me in there. Reveal your treasures. Reveal your treasures. Okay, good enough. Yeah, my day off was enjoyable. I mean, I spent the half a day putting down the Christmas tree and the Christmas decorations, but still, was a nice day. Also, work wasn't quite as stressful this week, but I guess now that the holidays are over, you can clearly feel that the stress is gone as well. Because everything has to be done till Christmas. After Christmas, nobody cares anymore. That's kind of strange, but that's how it is. Let me see. Yeah, everything slowed down quite a bit. Yeah. So maybe for once spray painting is the answer to my problem here, because normally spray painting is one of my least favorite things to do. But I guess it would add some structure to it without touching those rivels. I mean, I already messed up here a bit. Very nice. And I also don't know if the clay was really necessary. I guess I have to wait until I glue it together with the base to see a bit better how everything comes together. This section is done. Oh, I guess the printer finished. Jesus. But I started to paint the plastic model kit I built on Monday, and I'm really curious to see how this will end. I missed the building streams already, because this is rather silly here. Almost done, almost done, almost, oh no. Damn it. damage the structure as well, but then again we might only need the middle part, so should be fine. The question is, do I have white spray paint? I don't think so. Also, I guess I can't really use it right now with like the temperatures outside and everything, but so I have still time to buy one. Okay. Does this work? Yes. Okay. I guess I still this as well. Okay. So this part doesn't look so good, so let's cut it off. So what's the chat doing? Oh, yeah. Time for bed. Okay. Yeah, so have a good night, Solo. Thank you for joining the stream. I will just try to get a few things done. And yeah, see you. So, let's see. At least I already learned to apply the glue on the carton, not on the pillar itself. So it makes it a bit easier. And let's see where to cut it. I guess here. No. Let's try here. Let's try here. Where was it? Here. Okay. Let's try this. What's the worst thing that could happen? That it's too small. I have to start over again. Oh well, not so bad. Okay, let's glue this together. Get it in the blanket. Get it real tight. Where are my clamps? Can I use this one? Ugh. There's stuff on it. White stuff on my clamp. And where is the second one? That's the far more important question. I mean, I will just grab a new one, but still. Now that I still have one, I can use it. And then wrap it around, have it real tight, like this. Add a bit of glue here as well. And then I just clamp it down like this. Guess it's now a bit too narrow, but doesn't matter much. Okay. So okay, let's see what the printer was doing. Okay. Here we have it. The base. It's a bit low polygon, but still not a bad start. And now let's try this. We have at least one pillar left. Ooh. Very nice, very nice. So size is perfect, but I still don't know how to solve the problem with the drainage. Maybe the solution is just don't do it. You know? Or maybe the solution is to... I mean, where is the destroyed one? Ugh. Ugh. Yuck. How does this look? Honestly, not quite good. That's why we threw them away. Can I just use small bits of clay to have it stuck in there? And then make this. Is this an option? Let me try. It went on the floor. Problem is it doesn't really stick there. Maybe with some glue. Okay. Where is the other tool? I don't know. I mean, at least this won't add to the structure that much. So I guess it's better. But then again, this is almost too little. But like this. I like what I see. I really do. To bring it a bit. Okay. I mean, still not quite there. The question is, can I model this and add it later? Can I do this? Because that would be an easy solution to my problem. Because let's see. Let's see. How is this shaping up? Okay, I would say. So how's the filament doing? Because I will start another print so that it's ready in the morning. And I will cover this second pillar with the structure, so that at least there was some progress today. Oh my god, what's going on here? Why is this so weak? To press it down. And why is my camera not following me? Hello, camera, come with me. Come with me. Can you come with me? Yes. Yes, you can come with me. Very good. Very good camera. Very good camera. Okay. Let's see. Yuck. I mean, honestly, I think it isn't even necessary to do this. Don't get lost in details. But let me try this at least once to shape it as it is on the mat. Like this. Okay. And then, no. Like this. Nah. Honestly, let's say we tried, but it doesn't really matter. Yeah, the structure paste definitely made it worse. I will now attempt to paint it and see what this does before I will just move over and do the spray paint, because maybe painting isn't so bad. Let's see. If I paint this, what does happen? Okay. Oh well. Not so bad, not so bad. Okay, with paint we can work. Okay. So paint does work. But structure base does not. To be honest, I hadn't quite... didn't remember that it was like this pasty. Thought it was more like paint-like, but it's almost like toothpaste with little stones in it. But yeah, this looks better. This looks far better. Of course, it will look really good once I applied like 5 or 6 layers, but to get a proof of concept, this is good enough. But honestly, the clay part doesn't look that bad. Doesn't look that bad. Okay, so okay. So let's see. There is the part with the structure paste on it. It looks definitely worth. I also have to wash my hands if I operate the printer again. I mean, what does happen if I mix it with the paint, the structure paste? Does this look fine? Maybe it adds a bit structure to the mix. Huh. Let's see. It's not so bad. Could have been worse. There's the part where it fell on the floor or on the cardboard. It left a mark. So yeah. Okay, so I can mix in a bit of structure paste with the white color, and I can paint it with a brush, so no spray painting needed. That's good, because it would be really hard to get something spray painted in these weather conditions, because I'm not an idiot and spray paint inside the house. Will get everything dirty. So let's see. I mean, I have to wait how this looks when it's dry. And once there is one layer of paint on it, I guess it will also be like a bit more rigid, because basically this is just a layer of glue. I mean, I could have used a bit of glue as well. But then again, the clay part doesn't look so bad, gotta say. So maybe the way I did it before wasn't quite as bad. Maybe I will try this again. I will try this again. My pride demands it. My pride demands it. That I don't give up so easily. Okay. So let's see. I will now wash my hands because I have finished all the paint. I will get this a bit clean and I will just let this dry over here. And once everything is clean, I will start again with the clay part, because maybe I can wrap it around. Maybe I can. There is an. I have an idea. Because let's see. If I glue this like this, I kind of wrap the clay. Yeah. Maybe. To cover everything in clay? Would this be a good idea? Huh. I mean, why not? Why not? Should I try to glue this? Have it glued with my new no. Just glue it normal, I would say. Okay, let's see. Okay, like this. And then I have to press add some weight to it. What should I add as weight? Let's see. What is heavy and round? Maybe the fire extinguisher. Okay, so let me clean this up a bit. Or no, I still have to. This doesn't look as good as the first one. Also, why isn't it holding together? Don't understand this. Let's just press this again. Okay. But once again, doesn't have to look good from all sides, just from one. Let me try to get those. Guess it's fine. Just Just let me... where is the part I saved? Here. Okay. Just take a measurement. 4.2. Okay. So now I really have to clean everything. 4.2 here. Okay. So where is my thingy? Okay, here. Let's see. Such a shame that this part can't be done at once. So it has to be 2 parts. Because the carton I used is too small. Okay. Glue this and then I can clean up a bit. And maybe I will also end the stream because honestly there's not much to be done. I really want to have this dried up until tomorrow, and then I will try again to add some clay to the pillar because I think it looks nice. Not really necessary, but it's one small detail that makes a difference. Okay, let's like this. And yeah, so I will just wash my hands and come again and print another part. So see you in a minute. Okay, back again. Hello. Camera is not sure what to do. Now it tracks me again. Okay, so yeah, sorry for the short break with the wrong overlay, but I don't have any other one at the moment. So now I will just reset the printer. Okay, let me just clean the plate a bit. My white one is still standing here. Another cup of tea, even if it's late. So how long was this stream? Almost 4 hours. Okay. Still so unbelievable hot. Unbelievable hot. So that means we can filament wise, I guess I'm okay. Let's try. Let's try another print. I will bring you over to the printer. Let's see how to manage this. So this was the base. Base was really fine. And now for the top part. Let me bring this up. Cut it. Cut it again. Bring this up. Let's see. Bring it up all the way here. All the way here. Yes. Okay. I have a cut. Then we have to flip it. Lay on face. What is this stuff? And now we have to rotate it. But how? Yes. Minus 180 degree. Yes. So this is the base. So basically, it's the same. Oh, it really... Apparently it's the same. Okay. So good to know that we could print them twice. So really just print this again. Okay. Oh well. Let's start the print. Okay. Oh, we have a print interface. How's that for a change? Now the printer is online. Ha! What the actual hell? Well, what was this? Let me... Huh? Oh, yeah, there it is. There it is. Okay, I can delete this instance. delete, 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 delete. Where is delete? Just press on the... Okay. So now we have a proper print thing. Just rename this like not paragraph D's and is it? Oh, okay. Okay, so now it is like it should be. I will stretch it to screen. And yeah, bring it down. 1, 2, no, just 1. And maybe we add the chat as well. Copy the chat and paste the chat in here. Okay, so it takes a few seconds, but now it's fine. Very cool. So a little bit of an success at the end, because I will just end it here. So I have a small pillar like this, and tomorrow or next stream, but I guess maybe over the weekend, I will try to fill this in with clay, so to have a bit of a nicer edge to it. Those layers aren't quite sticking together, but it's okay. Doesn't really matter. Come on, what's up? Guess because it was a bit cold. Okay, so yeah, pillar, top part goes up here. Second pillar is in the making. And the third one is the test one. Blech. Yeah. I mean, yeah. It's okay. It's okay. For a test, let's say it was a test. Let's say it was a test. Okay, so I will just clean up the workshop a bit and yeah, see you next Friday when there is a workshop build once again. Maybe the pillars are done till then. Maybe have some time and we'll finish them off stream. On Monday there is another build stream here from the workshop, plastic model kit build stream. I still have to paint my grand scale architect quite a bit. But from what I did till now, at least this looks promising. Because this right here, not so much right now. But yeah, I guess I can turn around the rudder, like the sailors say, and yeah. Okay, so thank you very much for joining the stream, and I will see you next Friday here from the workshop. Bye.